Okay. I think I'm back now. Are you there? Are you there? Hello? Should be working again. Yeah. Cool. All right. All right. So I am so sorry about that. It seems that when I jump into VR during a stream, uh, so it seems that when I jump into a VR mode, it interrupts the stream and it kind of foo-bars the stream for some reason. I don't know if that's something to do with OBS, and I'm going to look into that. Find out why stream gets foobarred when in VR. So yeah, for some reason the stream in VR gets whacked, and so obviously that caused me to have to restart the stream. That's happened before, I believe, and I wasn't really sure if that was going to be an ongoing issue. So now I'm going to have to look into OBS and see if that's got something to do with it. Oh, I hope you're all still there. I also hope you had a wonderful holiday and ate lots of chocolate bunnies. I like to call it the chocolate bunny murder holiday. Yeah. Okay, so let's see. I see a lot of the same names there on the viewers list, but it's interesting because it only shows 2 viewers, which I believe is Andar and myself. So, don't know what's up with that. There's no picture now? There should be. I'm seeing a picture. I'm streaming it. Maybe refresh your page. Okay, is it working now? To anyone else who's having a blank screen or whatever, yeah. Honestly, I've never really streamed before. Except for PinBuilder, I think I did a couple of years back, but I don't really typically stream very often. But, speaking of streams, this coming Friday, I will be doing a stream with Imoto Harney with relation to the Marco Specialties stuff. Let's see. Let me find her. Marco Pinball. So Friday at 9:30 p.m. MST, I'll be streaming. Oops. There. So I'll be streaming with Imoto. That'll be fun. We're going to build a machine live, a table. So that'll be fun. Okay, good. Yay! All right, let's see. Oh, yeah, another thing that's fixed in the upcoming update, again, to anybody who missed it before, this update is delayed by a day. So just wanted to mention that. It'll probably come out tomorrow. It will have the VR options so that you can jump into VR if you have a VR setup. I highly recommend the Meta Quest 3 if you don't have one already. It is truly an amazing piece of technology. I love it. It's been a lot of fun so far. Okay, so rampy scampy. There we go. So now when you click on this, you get the proper one. So before it was, for some reason, it was going to this lift ramp right here. And that was no bueno. So this lift ramp is at some point going to be designed to be rotatable so that it'll rotate up and down, kind of pop up, down, pop ramp, lift ramp you know. But now at least this spawns correctly. So we got these guys. And if you want, of course, you can put those wherever you want. Let's see. Some stuff that I may still try to get into this. I've got a few items. Let's take a look at that. So I wanted to fix the lift ramps, and I want to add logic control to these guys here, like you suggested. I also want to make another option. I want to make a different variant of this that would be transparent, basically. So you could put a booster somewhere and it would boost without any visible object on the playfield. So I think that would be kind of nice because, you know, I don't believe I have any collision on this thing. Let's find out. I don't remember if there is or not. But it would be nice to just have a booster without any kind of visible doohickey. Yeah, see, they act very strange because they have no collision. That's pretty awesome. It's on fire. I don't know if you noticed that, but it does have smoke particle effects. Let's see. Let's put this... I'm just going to goof around for a minute because, you know, why not? Okay, so I'm going to put that right there. And I don't know if you can hear my cat meowing. Let's try something fun here. How could I do this? Oh, I know. We'll move this up slightly. And then I'm going to put another one out there. And we'll get it down to ground level. And I'm going to just use the grid. Let's put that right there. And we'll put it this way. Now, since there's no collision, it's just gonna, obviously gonna just roll into that and fire this direction. So what I want to do is change these to D1. D1. Yeah, it does. Okay, so these are all grouped now. And I can move them as a group and rotate them as a group. And just for giggles, I'm going to put this like this. Let's see. And I'll put another one of these. I'm not trying to be too accurate with any of this. All right, so basically my theory is that this will roll in here, fire up there, and shoot that, and roll back in and keep going. So it should just keep cycling. So I'm just going to do I'm going to spawn one ball, and we'll see if it'll just kind of loop around. Actually, might need 2 for that gate, though. So let's see. This will be fun. All right. It may be, I may need to turn the power down on those thrusters. Okay, here we go. Yeah, definitely. I think, I don't know why they're set so high. That's pretty funny. All right, let's try 6. My cat is just having a good time in the other room. I have 5 cats, by the way, if you're wondering. I don't know why. Yeah, I do. They're awesome. I love my cats. There was a kitten outside, or a cat outside that had kittens, and I rescued a bunch of them. All right, let's try this now. Yeah. Oh, that was cool. Ha! Yeah, baby. That was neat how it bounced back. Ooh, that gives me an idea. I have an idea. All right, so let's move these guys out of the way. That doesn't matter really. All right, don't need that. Now what I want to do is I'm going to move this here. Oh wait, let's keep those with, oops. Let's see. All right, so I'm going to keep this here. Set. Let's get that sucker back on the grid there. We'll put that there. I'm just goofing around now because really there's not a whole heck of a lot in this update just yet. But we'll get back to that in a minute. I'm just having fun. All right, so let's see. I think what we'll do is we'll go like this. Let's do this, actually, yeah, let's do this at an angle. This way. Oops. And this guy we'll put at an angle. He needs to be there. This needs to be like that. That's going to roll it back into there. So let's just make sure that that's got enough oomph on it. And then we're going to add... Do you see where I'm going with this? This is going to be cool. This will be like a feature. This is just like one of those feature type things you could do that's just kind of weird. Oh, wait. I can't put that like that. That has to stay there. All right. And we'll put one more of these guys right here. So the ball will go down there. You could have some sort of like a special target or something. I don't need that now. You could have some kind of special target right there to do something. And then that'll go down to this little guy here. And we'll just put this like that. All right. This is cool. This will be neat. All right. Let's make sure we've saved and go over there. Now, it should just kind of power knock all those suckers down and then drop through the hole after hitting the red target. So let's see what it does. Nope, it didn't make it. Let's try again. Oh, I know what's wrong. It's the wire over there is in the way. Let's fix that. I think this probably should just go here. And let's just do that like that. And just for S's and G's, we'll put one of these guys. Where are you? There. We'll just put one of these back here. I don't know if that's going to really help or not, but I can't remember now if I made those collidable or not. I think they are. Oops. But they might not be. They should be, but I'm not. I can't remember. I got so much stuff going on, it's hard to remember. All right. Hi. Oh, come here. Such a good boy. Oh, too tight. All right, so one of the things I'm seeing too is that these things are too powerful still. So let's change them to 4. Okay, yeah, I'll go subscribe to it and I'll load it up. Let me finish messing around with this idea real quick. By the way, for those wondering, Andar just put into the stream for fun. You could load up the digit demo. I had fun building this logic-wise. It shows what is possible currently. All right, I will do that. That's exciting. Yeah. Let's test this and then I'll go do that. That's interesting. Oops. There we go.
Complete. 1.
So let me do one more alteration here. I think I'm seeing where the problem is. It's too close to the. It needs to be back there slightly. It needs to be there. All right, I'm doing one more test here, Andhar, and then I'm gonna go down subscribe. Actually, yeah. I think there, that was what I was after, that kind of repulse kind of thing. I thought that looked kind of cool. All right, so let's see. Hang on, let me go subscribe to Andar's table digit demo. I'm going to the Steam Workshop. I'll show you. I'll grab the link of his table. And do you want, if you don't mind, I will post that into the thing. All right. Is there no search thing on here? Let's see. There's got to be an easy way to. What the heck? All right, where is it? Isn't there a search? Ah, there I go. Digit concept. Wow. Nice. Holy moly, that's cool. Okay. Let's subscribe. And we'll give that a thumbs up. Okay. Now I just need to come back to the game and refresh my subscription. And there it is. So it may take a second. If there were any images or sounds in this, it might take a minute for them to load up. So sometimes you'll see it looks like that, like, oh my God, there's nothing there. That's because it's still in the process of downloading all the stuff. So if we tab into the workshop, might be the same kind of situation. But if we come back to it, let's just jump into a different table. Oops, I didn't want to press tab. I want to go back to this, and we'll just refresh. Click it. It should be loading up. Yeah, there we go. Auto-magically. All right, so do you want to look at what it does first, or Well, that's what I'm going to do. I'm just pressing play. And it's not going to play. There's something, there's a bug. That I got rid of that bug in one situation and bug in startup. There's a reason for that. It's thinking that the menu is still open for some reason. So I gotta fix that. All right, holy mother of pearl. Okay, that's cool, man. All right, let's do this. Wow, Antar. That's a lot. Okay, so, wow, that's a trip. That's like a psychedelic party or something right there. Woohoo. And next you can work on the collapsing of all those, you know. You can collapse them down into CPU level. Okay, so if we go back to play mode, I'm not sure what you mean by that. So if I, why is this being, why is that not, hang on. For some reason, I don't know what it is. The start button doesn't want to work because one of the menu items is setting a flag that says, basically, it's telling it not to open or start the game for some reason because it thinks the menu is still open when it's not. So that's on my list of bugs to fix in this coming update. So it should work now. Yeah, there we go. All right, so do I need to do anything? What are those? Oh, it's those guys. Hey, that's cool. So as far as, okay. I don't have a mouse to click on those with. That's interesting. You can do that? Because I can't do that. I have the mouse here, but oh, here we go. Well, that's strange because, your mouse works when you click on these? That's interesting. That doesn't work for me. Yeah, it started. Here, let me do another. Well, we can't do another player. Yeah, that's interesting because that's not working for me. Let me see if there's a bug there that I would actually say that clicking on stuff with the mouse in game play mode would actually be sort of a bug. Believe it or not. Let's see if it works if I just freshly start the game. All right, wait a second. I want to fix something. Okay, that's all. Don't need to save it. It's saved it already. Yay. Now, it didn't save it on your version, obviously, because this isn't my table. I subscribe to it, but I can change my version until it updates. When you do an update and I run this table again, it'll update the game. It should, I believe. So, okay. What am I doing? Oh, yeah. All right, let's start up a game. Ball pops out. And I have no mouse. If I go to menu, I get a mouse. And I cannot click on anything. So, I don't know. That's interesting. So, in lieu of being unable to do that on my own, what say I put one of these rascals in here? Should I just... Oops, not 1E. Just point down there. Should I just put this over the timer just to see what that does? Oh, and now, see, I can't save your table as your table. I have to save it as my version. Digit demo local. After pressing U. Wait, okay. Maybe that was something I put in the game that I forgot about. Oh, yeah. No? Oh, yay! That's right. Okay. Dude, thanks for reminding me of that. That's right. I put that in there because I wanted to see... Okay, never mind. Ignore... I'm just silly. So I don't know. I've got... I've got some short-term memory problems, I think. I don't know. That's funny. Oops. Okay, so... All right, so if I hit countdown... I think I need to be closer. All right, and reset. That's pretty neat. I like it. Dude, that's amazing. Dude, wow. That's really cool. Huh. Very well done. Yay! Now, countdown only counts down if there's more than one, I guess, right? Yeah. So let's just pound that manual button, and then we'll do that. Very cool. Very cool indeed. I am impressed. Wow. See, to me, this is the kind of stuff that is just so awesome. You've done something with the game that I never even imagined you could do. And that just tickles the crap out of me. That's so cool. All right, I got an idea. Let's... I'm not going to mess with your logic at all, but I did want to show you something. If you wanted to, you could take all of these guys right here, and since they're all digit 2 here, what you could do is take one of them, like this one, and you can do collapse, and it'll collapse them all down into 1 like that. So for each one of these, you can just collapse those suckers down, and then you don't have so much stuff going on all the time. And you can move this one around, so you could just put these over here and have them to where they do, you know, whatever. But there are some things I want to do for this too, though, by the way, like this should say digit 1, and, you know, I think that if it's grouped instead of saying 5, which makes little sense, but it should show the name of the group on there, I think, is one of those things I'm going to add. So let me actually add that to this. CPU show group name instead of logic controllers number. And then, of course, to re-expand these, you just do that. And now that's interesting. Why is that not? Oh, that's strange. Something odd did happen there. Okay, so I'm gonna just add and fix other anomalies. Put digit demo. See, there's a lot of little things like this I do want to get fixed, like ASAP. I want this to be able to function and be what one would expect. So those should have all popped back out. Oh, okay. Andar says that's why he left it alone. So yeah, that's really sort of strange. I don't know why that is trying to act like that. That is really weird. Yeah, obviously that still needs some work. But that is very cool. Wow. That's some interesting stuff you got going on. Wow. Really a lot of logic there for that. That's cool. Nice job. Very cool. Well, there you go, guys. Check that out on the... let me go and come back because I don't want that to... I don't want that to be wonky looking. So go check this out on the... do you mind if I post a link to that? I'm going to do it anyway. That's cool. All right. That should take you to the link for that. Yeah. Cool. So anybody who wants to check that out, there it is right there. And let's see. And that's in the chat, by the way. It's just go to the PinBuilder Steam Workshop and search for Digit Demo. Excuse me. All right. Yeah, cool stuff. All right. Let's see. Is there anything else? Oh, yeah. I have a magnet option that's new. Let's see. Let's just use this, I guess. Actually, maybe I don't want to use that one. Let's just do a blank one. All right, so I'm gonna put one of these. I should default that to 1. Spin it around. And we're gonna put a magnet. Okay, so I've added magnet power, and you can do whatever you want, basically. I mean, that's gonna just be insanity right there. But so I recommend a power of about 4 for just your standard magnet capability. And let's see, initial state. I don't know if the initial state works yet. I think it doesn't, and I need to add that to my list of things to fix, but let's just check. I should have put something. Yeah, so I need to add that to my list. Fix magnet initial state. Okay, see, normally, like I've said before, and Andar, this may be redundant for you, but normally when I make videos for upcoming updates, I find a lot of this kind of stuff out and I update it before the actual update and video come out. So I'm not sitting here going, oh, there's something I need to fix. So just FYI that. Let's see, I'm going to use a target. That is what I want. So I'm going to move this under there. And I'm going to put it like that. Actually, let's make it smaller. And then I need a switch. And I need a logic controller. And that reminds me, LC delay view fix. All right. We're going to call that mag on and oops, nope. Yep. All right. Mag on magnet. And that's mag on. And this guy needs to turn the magnet on. All right, now the magnet will get turned on and we'll see what our power levels look like. So initial state there doesn't matter. So a magnet of about 4 is probably about right. Why did that not come on? Oh. Did you see that before I went into play mode, Andar? She didn't connect it to the magnet. All right, let's go try that again. All right. There we go. All right, so you can see how like 4 is pretty good. I mean, that's about a normal kind of magnet. It's a little weak, probably even. So let's try upping the power. Let's double it to 8 and see what that looks like. That's interesting. I did double it to 8, didn't I? What the heck? That's bizarre. What the heck just happened there? That is really weird. What if we just do 1? Ah, sheesh. I tell you what, though, doing the actual logic inside the magnet control. Oh, 1 is nice. That is really, really challenging work right there. To get that to work right is not easy. It seems almost like the lower the number is, the stronger the magnet is, which is kind of odd. That's not the way I think it should have worked out. Let's see what happens if we go 0.1 just for S's and giggles. Oh. Yeah, that's interesting. A lot lower. Oh, but look at that. It holds on to more balls. What the hell? That's so bizarre. It's almost like the power levels are backwards. Ugh, that's so strange. There's a lot of math involved in this process, so, you know, just so you know. But if we put it up to 44, everything goes crazy. It's pretty funny. No? Yeah, there we go. It just... Sheesh. That's interesting. It's almost like it's just firing them the wrong way. So see, what I'm thinking now is I have a better idea to deal with this magnet business. I think the better thing to do would be to set this to be like 1 or 2, and then let's see what happens if we put it higher up. And just leave it at that, but maybe make the radius of it a little bigger. Yeah, that's true. Hey. All right, I'm going to try negative values and see what that does. That could be interesting. All right, so right now it's just on 2. I want to see if it pulls it up. Yeah, okay, so see, that pulls it up if you wanted like an upward type. No, okay, I'm just going to leave it like that. That's kind of cool. But you got to be able to change it. So let's see. What else we got? Let's try a negative value and see what happens. Actually, let's put that back to the floor level. And for kicks, let's try -2 and see what that does. That could be interesting. Whoa! Heck yeah! Oh my god, that's hilarious. Where are they going? Oh no, look at that. They're rolling up there into the corner of the wall. They're anti-gravity now. That is too funny. So also I'm seeing a problem in that the magnet effect is still... it's being affected by the balls are still being affected by the magnet, so that is very interesting. Let's try a different value. Maybe that would be better, because it shouldn't really do that. I think. Yeah. That is so funny. Ooh, I got an idea. All right, I'm gonna pull this up here and put this here. I want to see if they'll come back down if I do this. We'll call this mag off, and we're going to just point this dude at mag off, and that at that, and we'll do magnet off, and I want to see if they drop off the wall. That could be funny. So, all right, so get over here where we can see them. Okay, so when I spawn the balls into the playfield, they're going to magnetize up to the ceiling and roll over to the corner. Oh, dude, that is hilarious. And now when I plunge the other ball over the switch, it'll drop them. No, it didn't do it. That's interesting. Huh. That is weird. I believe I know why that does that. Now that I'm contemplating the stuff here. So let's try -0.1 and see what that does. I think that won't affect the gravity too much. We'll try that just for giggles and whatnot. All right, let's just go here. Oh, isn't that interesting? The closer to 0, the stronger the magnet force. Negative pulls it up to the sky. That is just so bizarre. Let's try 0.7. Well, this is pretty fun. I'm just going to leave it like that for now. Because you can do like a regular magnet if you want. And yeah, negative 0.7 doesn't really do much. Huh. They're dripping upwards. Wow. That is just kind of cool. Oh, there we go. I was wondering why they weren't stopping on the glass. Oh, I'm going to hit the reset button. This should be interesting. So what's happening is when you roll through a magnet, what this is doing is it's changing a magnetized flag inside the ball itself. So every ball has its own control, and when it runs into the magnet, that's occurring, and there is an entry overlap event where when the ball rolls into this overlap of the magnet effect radius, it's got a flag inside the ball that says the magnet's on for that ball, and then it behaves differently, and it's supposed to just zoop over to the magnet. But obviously, I think what's happening is that it gets zooped away from the magnet so quickly that the ball is not getting the flag reset. So, and it's tricky because there's no, in Unreal Engine, there's no flag that says it's still inside a certain volume. You know, one physics object is inside another physics object. So, or maybe there is, and it's just really well hidden. So I'm going to look into that deeper. This is fun to mess around with, though, for sure. Huh. That is really cool. So I'm just doing the spacebar table bump there. Ah, sheesh. That's just too much fun, I tell you what. Very interesting. I wonder what would happen if we... Let's see, what if we just put that at 2 and... What if we put 3 of these in a row? And then our magnet on up there, we can attach to all 3 of them. And just for giggles, let's add some more balls to this scenario. We'll make it 40. So I'll have a lot more. Never mind. I was going to say something, but it wasn't going to come out sounding right, and I'm just not going to say it. Sheesh. Okay. Is it not turning all of them on? Yeah, there we go. So now there's kind of like a sort of a wall of magnets going on there. That's interesting. This is really silliness. All right, let's see what happens if we do -1 on this one and -3 on that one, just for fun. That's some strange behavior, and it seems to have knocked my audio for a loop. I cannot hear my audio in the game anymore. That's... Oh, there we go. It's because there are too many objects now trying to compete for audio, I think. That is strange. All right, well, I'm going to stop goobering around with that, and you can do whatever you feel inclined to do with the magnets. I'll just leave it like that. A magnet power of 2 is probably good. You know, that's just a good magnet power, I would say. And yeah. So that's that. Let's see, can we... Yeah, I could change that to red. All right. Well, let's see. What else? Any other thoughts, Andar, that you want to... Stuff you might want to look at? Oh, I did want to mention, I did fix this thing. So the deflector now is not got a polygon on it. So that's good. I did want to do a test before I forget again. Come over here. Where are you there? I did want to see if that is collidable. I can't remember. If it's not, I'm going to make it so, because anything plastic like that should collide. And it's color changed. Oh, that was strange. What the hell? I think there's a decal affecting it. All right, cool. Yeah, that's strange. I don't know what was going on with the decal action there, but anyway, well, that's pretty much all I have, I think. Oh yeah, for flippers, as you can see, the flipper tuner option is now gone. So I just took that out. So flippers now, you've got a power multiplier that is effective, and then the rubber bounce level is different. For those wondering what that means, let's just do a little demonstration of rubber bounce. So if I set this to nothing and spawn a ball here, it will not bounce and it'll just roll. So that may be like your old dead rubber, you know. So not any bounce there. But if you want like super amazing, colossal brand new rubber, you can crank that up, and you can even add more than that if you want to. Yeah. Let me look into that, Andar. Andar said, regarding sounds, can get rid of the bell sounds of the timer? Yes. Hang on, and I'll add that to my list. So now you see that that's like super bouncy. I wanted to try something real quick, and before I do, I'm going to add your comment to the list. Okay, remove. Yeah, that's a default. That bell chime sound is a default audio sound in that Logic controller setup. So yes, I will just remove that so that there's nothing in there. All right, this, I don't know that that's going to really behave the way I think it will, but let's see what happens. Should bounce pretty high now. No. So yeah, just 1 to 9 is good. Give you this basic bounce there. So when we spawn in one of these guys, I believe it's got a target sound or a target sound effect that is just a default. I think that's true for all of them. I can't remember. Let's see. All right, let's so that was just on timer. Let's just do switch and leave it like that. I just want to see if it does the ding. One ringy dingy. It doesn't. Why would the timer do it? Maybe the timer is set up with the default that's different. So is that... Yeah, there it is. All right, yeah. I must have left that in there so I could tell when it was actually firing. But it is not necessary, obviously, because you don't want it if there's nothing here. But let's see. Let's go 1. And I just want to make sure that this is actually working like I expect it should. 2. Timer start. It should say 1. It should say 1 when it rolls over that, and then it should say 2 when it fires. So let's just see if that's functioning. Oh, interesting. All right, so now, whoops. Now I know what I need to do. Okay, so timer, post timer fire event audio. Let's do this. Timer post fire event audio bell should be the completion audio sound. That's the problem. So the post. So when you do a timer at end, it should be firing this completion sound effect, and it's just hard coded to the bell. It's appearing. So that's an easy fix. That'll definitely be in the next update. All right. So let's see what you got there. Antar asks, does the rubber work on the right flipper as well? I had the feeling they behave differently. Okay, let's see. Let's put this over here. And let's go. Oh, yeah, it clamps it to 9. So that's something to keep in mind. Let's see, 9. All right, let's see if that's not right or if it is right. Yep, I think you're right. I don't think that the right flipper has the same amount of bounce action. Let's see if 0 even works. It may not be taking that into account at all. Nope. So yeah, it looks like the left flipper rubber is taking the bounce factor into account, and the right one is just missing that completely. So let's add that to the list. That should be another quick update. The flippers are pretty complicated. There's a lot going on in those. Yeah, so Good call. Thank you for pointing that out. As far as I can tell, all the other stuff is working like it should as far as the rubber bounce goes. I'm not going to go through and test them all right now, but let's just take a look at this one and see. I'm pretty sure these posts and other posts and stuff are working correctly. Yeah, that's got a nice bounce to it. And let's take that down to, actually, let's go 0. Yeah. Yeah, interesting. Oh, that reminds me of another thing I wanted to do. Oops, before I forget to add it to the list. And that is to make a silicone rubber type that looks more like silicone rubber. Like these kind of look like colored rubber if you change the colors, but it doesn't look like translucent really. And it would be kind of nice if we had an option for a kind of a translucency there to make it look more like translucent rubber. Also, as far as translucency goes, this is another thing that I am still working on. That is another complicated endeavor. And there is a good reason why, which I found out. The translucency doesn't look right here. This is applying a different material in code that makes this look completely different. And that's why those transparent plastics don't look quite right. That green looks pretty. I like that. All right. Well, anything else? I'm looking at my list of stuff. So today, let's see. All right. So as far as everything goes that we discovered today, I am going to fix a bug with the sequential logic option, and so that it doesn't ignore that first one the next time after it's been reset. I'm going to find out why the stream gets foobarred when in VR. I will fix the bug that doesn't allow one to start the game when in the startup menu. Let's see. Show the group name on CPUs instead of the logic controller number and fix those other anomalies. I'll fix the magnet initial state so that it works if you turn it on. And I'll fix the logic controller delay view. That's fix the logic controllers not showing up immediately when you spawn them. I'll remove the default bell sound from the timer and fix that post timer fire event so that it plays the completion audio sound, if there is one. Otherwise, it won't play anything. And I'll fix the right flipper rubber bounce and look at a silicone rubber type. And let me get my mouse back up there. Hello. Okay. And fix the translucent materials, posts, etc. All right, so that should do. Oh yeah, and possibly add range of effect radius for magnets. I might add that, so we'll look into that. All right, so I should have a lot of that stuff in this next update. I'm planning, just so you guys know, sometimes updates do take a little longer than a week. I was hoping to roll them out on a weekly basis, but now that I'm looking at all this, I'm thinking that these live streams are going to be best utilized for what we just did today. And getting feedback from you and updating my list of stuff to like fix and things like that. Because that's immeasurably beneficial for both of us, I think, all of us. And That way, you know, it might take me a few more days to push this update out. But I do want to roll it out with the ability for anyone with a VR headset to jump in there and just start goofing around with it if they want to. And at least seeing what that's going to look like, even if it's not perfect yet. It is native to the game, though. You do not need anything but... you would need Steam VR probably, I think, is all. I think you do need that running. But if you have a headset, you would know that anyways. So for me, I get the Oculus software because the Quest 3 is basically, well, all the Quest stuff is basically the Oculus evolved. So you have to use some of the Oculus software for it still. So it works great though. So yeah, I think that's about it for me. I am getting very hungry and ready to go grab some food and oh, now there's a problem with that because I made changes to the flippers. That's interesting. See, there we go. We got you change one thing, you make an adjustment, and then boom, stuff starts wigging out. That is due to making changes to the flipper tuner, actually. So I need to just adjust this. Something in there. I'll have to look at that. Fix that. So there's yet another thing to add to the list. Fix flipper bounce. Unfathomable. I appreciate your patience with me in bugs and things that pop up. I guess that anyone who which is basically all of us at this point who has experience with software, knows and understands that bugs are inherent to software and games are incredibly complicated. I have been coding games since I started coding on a TRS-80 back in 1978. That was just using BASIC and then some peeks and pokes and a little bit of assembly language later on, but I didn't really delve into that too much. But I've been coding Windows and Microsoft corporate environments with all kinds of server-related scripting and Windows and web applications and database, SQL database stuff. That was my big toolkit back in the day. And, I've continued to do game development in Unity and Unreal Engine. And Unreal makes it a little easier in some ways, but it is incredibly complicated. And you add to that it's just me here doing all this, and it does kind of, like, right now I feel slightly overwhelmed actually, because there's a lot of little things that need to be fixed. And when that happens, I feel a slight sense of anxiety and overwhelming, but it's okay because I kind of actually thrive on that. Oh, nice. Amiga. Those were very nice computers back in the day. And so one of these days, when I clean up my code a little bit better, maybe I'll show you guys what I have to deal with in terms of the back end of this game, because I think you might find that interesting. Then again, I don't know. Maybe you wouldn't. But one of these days, I'll probably do a video of that and post that up. Or do a live stream of it and just say, hey, look, here's what here's what I gotta deal with, But I do all the 3D models, all the materials, all the textures, all the audio, the menus, the GUI, the UI, whatever you want to call it. Now the VR stuff. So every single thing you see in here, with very few exceptions, like being the 3D models in some of the, like the cardboard boxes, I didn't make those, but I modified them, but I didn't make them. But all the models for the pinball stuff, that's all 100% me. So, yeah. It all started with a little test back about 2 years ago now, probably. On June 2nd, this game will be 1 year old in early access on Steam. But it was probably about 6 or so months prior to that I started working on it. So I would say a year and a half ago almost, maybe. I opened up Unreal Engine 5 and I put a sphere on a plane and I added physics to it. And I thought, I wonder if I could make a post that acts like rubber and it bounces off of that. And, oops. That was literally this scenario right here. That a post and a ball, just like that. And when I figured out, wow, that's pretty darn good physics. You know, it looks like a real ball, and that's what started it for me. I was like, you know what? I can't seem to get hired for another corporate job for some reason. I think that was because, you know, I'm in my 50s and coming up on my late 50s, and I'm female, so, you know, that makes it a lot more challenging. And apparently when COVID hit over here in the U.S., corporate IT fired or, you know, laid off, quote, laid off a ton of people. And when they went and hired people back, they hired back men instead of women. And that's been documented, and it's been incredibly frustrating, you know. So that was a thing. And, you know, then I decided, you know what, I'm going to do PinBuilder now. So there's a lot of me is in this, and that feels good, you know. It really feels good that you're out there and I'm so happy that you're happy with this game and having fun with it and giving me the feedback that you do. That's really awesome. Thank you very much for that. I really appreciate that, and I really appreciate that you love the game too. That's so exciting. I love it. I love it so much. I never get tired of it. And I don't know if you've ever seen this poster. Thank you. When I was a kid, I think I was about 12, and I saw this poster in the local, I think it was a TG&Y store. It's like a department store. And it was a fuzzy, all the black parts are fuzzy. And then all the color areas are UV. So there's all these UV things, and you could look at this with a black light, and it was so cool. And I just loved this poster so much. And of course, I moved away from home, and my parents threw all my stuff out. So, as parents do, I don't blame them for that. I do wish I had a bunch of my stuff, though. I had a lot of cool posters. But anyway, I thought, yeah, I'm going to put that on the wall in here. So, yeah, there we go. And now we got power cables down here that are all nice and working. So everything's plugged in and functional. Life is good in the old pinball realm. And, yeah, very exciting. All right, it's about 8 o'clock. And thank you for being here. I guess it's just you and me, and I don't know. I see in the little thing I click on Steam Chat, and it shows a bunch of people in here, but then the little thingy says 2, so I think that's just the 2 of us. So that's okay, though, because this video will get pushed up to YouTube here in a little while, too, so that'll be there. And updates should be coming out. I'm going to get it out this week, so we'll just look for that in a couple of days, probably. And until then, keep on pinballing and pin building, and I hope you have a great rest of your week. And until then, toodles.